How's your chess going? The problem is that as you improve, maybe your friends are improving too. You need to learn a few tricks and hope that they don't know about the primary chess channel. In this video, I'm going to show you a trick called deflection. Let's take a look at a simple example. In this position, the white knight on f4 is attacking the black bishop on g6, but the black king on f7 is doing the job of defending it. So white could take the bishop, but this is just a swap. Let's take those moves back. But what if we could find a way to force the black king to move away, so it wasn't defending the bishop anymore? Have you figured it out? Well done if you spotted this move. The black king now has to move back onto the 8th rank. And now black's bishop is undefended. And that is deflection. The black king was doing a job, defending the bishop, but white forced the black king to move where it couldn't do the job anymore. Let's look at some harder examples and see if you can spot the deflection opportunities. This position is from a game played by two chess grandmasters in 1994. It is white to move. White is winning by a pawn, but the next move wins the game. Can you spot it? Let me give you a clue. The black king is doing a very important job, defending the black queen. Can white force the black king to move away? Well done if you spotted this move. When Kasparov played this move, Kramnik resigned. Let's look at what would have happened. There is only one way that black can get out of check. And now the black king isn't defending the queen anymore. Okay, let's take a look at another example. This position is from a game played by two grandmasters in 2006. It is white to move. White is losing by a pawn and decides to take the black pawn on d4 to even the game up. There goes the blunder alarm. White has just made a big mistake. Can you spot how black can use the deflection tactic to win the game? Let me give you a clue. The white rook on d1 is doing a very important job, defending the white queen. Can black force this white rook to move away? Well done if you spotted this move. When Svidler played this move, Aronian resigned. Let's look at what would have happened. White has two choices. White could block check with the queen. But then black plays queen takes queen, checkmate. The only alternative is to take the rook. But now the white queen is undefended. Okay, let's take a look at an even harder example. This position is from a game played by two grandmasters in 1966. It is white to move. Black's position looks quite solid, but white's next move wins the game. Remember, a good strategy in chess is to work out where you want your pieces to go and then work out how you're going to get them there. If white can get the queen to h7, then it would be checkmate. How are we going to get the queen here? We need to take the pawn on h4 first and then move to h7. There's one problem. The black queen on d8 defends the h4 pawn. Okay, so let's work out how to budge the black queen off that diagonal. The first thing to notice is that the white bishop and knight control the diagonal, so if we can attack the queen, then it won't be able to stay on the diagonal to defend the h4 pawn. Well done if you spotted this move. Now the white pieces control the whole diagonal. The black queen has to move off the diagonal and leave the h4 pawn undefended. and now the white queen can take the black pawn and threaten checkmate on h7. And now black cannot stop checkmate, because the knight and pawn control the possible escape squares for the black king. Let's watch how this game could finish. Right, let's finish with not one, but two brilliant deflections in our final example. It is white to move. What do you notice about this position? You should have noticed that the black king cannot move, because of the white bishop on h6, but also that black is about to win because of the attack on white's f1 rook. White needs to find something immediately. Remember that in chess you need to imagine where you want your pieces to be and then try to find the best plan to get them there. Have you come up with a plan? Let's have a look at some of the defensive jobs the black pieces are doing. The black rook on e1 is defending the queen on f2. How? By pinning the white rook on f1 to the king. Can we force the black rook to move so that we can take the black queen? Now what jobs are the knight on d5 and queen on f2 doing? They are blocking white's pieces. These pieces would both like to attack this square. But how? Okay, pause the video now if you want to do some thinking. Otherwise sit back and enjoy the brilliant double deflection. Remember that the black king can't move, and you know that you can't block a knight check, so black will have to take the white knight. Black has two choices. Black can take the white knight with the rook on e1, but remember, that rook was doing a very important job, defending the black queen by pinning the white rook. So that's no good for black. Let's take those moves back and let black try the other move. Okay, so black shouldn't take with the rook. The only alternative is to take with the knight on d5. Great, we have opened the line of attack for our bishop on a2. Now we have to get the black queen to move off the f-file. Watch this. Brilliant, the queen forks the black king and queen. The only way for black to get out of the fork is to play queen takes queen. We have deflected the queen off the f-file. Our rook and bishop both attack f7 now. Amazing! Now that takes some serious imagination.